Grand Rising loves. This is the altar spread for the collective today. Okay, sacred geometry that showed up for today is the square. And the square talks about creating sacred spaces. And so, just like this altar here that you see, this is a sacred space. So I'll just pan. You see, I have fire represented. I also have stones, which represent earth energy. That vessel is full of water for water energy. I also have air represented by the owl feathers that I have on my altar. And so I have all of the elements represented here. And then, of course, the sacredness of the card spread. So I am calling in all four corners, all energies, earth, wind, fire, water. And then ether, of course, is what you add to the sacred space. And so it's telling you that you need to create a little corner for yourself, because the square represents stability, that sturdy foundation that is all important. And the only way that you can create that is through deep communion with self, but also reverence of self. I am worthy enough to create this corner for myself where I can be in complete sacred communion with myself. And that's what the square represents. So create a little perfect and sturdy, safe and sacred space for yourself in your own space. And if it be your whole home, perfect. But if you can create a sacred space within your home, even more important. And so child showed up in the reverse. And I love this card. This talks about how we come into the world already knowing how worthy we are. And that becomes damaged through trauma or through experiences. And so then everything that we do based on that, if you're in full amnesia, which literally 99% of adults walking around are in a state of amnesia because they operate from that place of ego and intellect, which is a very limited programming. And I have shared this before. I am very fortunate that I never forgot, but I know that in this human inception as Sherry, that's purposely done because I am meant to be a spiritual teacher, and I'm also meant to help facilitate the remembering for people. So I help usher people into that remembering who they really are, and that's the work I do. That's my path and purpose. So I am on a spiritual path to transcend this body, but I am helping others to remember who they really are and why they came and what they're here for. So what is your path and purpose? And so the child showed up in reverse to say, don't forget that original state of dignity. And again, just like every spread, it has to have that element of come clean, right? So the child in reverse says, you're living a lie. Come clean. And if the reason that you are not coming clean, the reason that you are living lies and continuing deceit is because you feel you'll be punished. And so what it's saying is you have to release the idea that you'll be punished. And when you decide to come clean and operate from that highest integrity, you will see everything will become right. So the idea that you will be punished is from that domesticating, is from that contracting amnesia. And so returning to the original state of dignity, if you go to a place when you were a child and how you would spill food all over your face, but you never for a second believed yourself unlovable. That's the original state of dignity that we need to return to. That no matter what mistakes I've made, I'm still worthy of love. I'm still lovable. I'm still worthy of being respected and cared for and nurtured. That's the state of the child that we have to return to. Because any ideas of scarcity and unworthiness are programming. It's not real. And that is the lie that is mirroring your lie. And so returning to that state is very important. Now, A green is beautiful card of integration. And what this says is you need to stop, drop everything, and integrate. Meaning, don't read another book, don't listen to another podcast, don't talk to another person, therapist or otherwise, until you actually reflect and integrate everything that you have absorbed up until this point. It's saying that you are at very high risk of overload. And when you overload yourself with information, you really learn nothing because it becomes chaos in the programming. And then you revert to that old programming because that feels easier. Instead of just pausing in a sacred space to say, okay, this is what I know so far. This is what is actually serving me, and this is what's not serving me. And it's okay to discard those things that are not serving you. But that is all about the integration. And this is all green. Isn't that pretty? It's this beautiful dark stone. And that's how it grows in these sticks, these interlocking sticks that just kind of stack and stack and stack. They're pretty. So, Ajna Durga showed up. Ajna Durga talks about when you come correct and come clean, you are protected in that. And there is no force that can stop your path. If you are in your highest integrity, there is no force outside of you and no force inside of you that can stop that. That you actually enter a state of alignment and flow that is protected. That no evil force, no bad omen, no bad or ill wishes from any person, spirit, or thing can thwart your path. And so that's the Ajna Durga, the all-seeing eye of the nurturing mother will protect you. And she is a formidable force. So if you create the space and really get honest with yourself and integrate those things that are necessary to take with you, you'll be protected in that. But you gotta come clean. Create the space, come clean, integrate, and you can move forward. That unsticks your path. That gets things rolling and flowing and moving. That's a beautiful, cohesive message today. That's a beautiful, beautiful message on how to move forward. Take the deep breath in that. Feel the gratitude of that. Thank you. This is a short one today. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. I am sorry for your limited beliefs of self that have made you feel like you need to lie to keep others around you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for any part of me that has contributed to creating that for you.